Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-May 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. And that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Alright, past energy on your side, we have tradition. So this is actually the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot, which is a Taurus energy. And it could just be saying that you might have saw the potential for this connection to go to distance in the past. You might have actually been a little bit more affectionate toward this person as well than maybe you normally would be with people. And I have to say, for a small percentage of you, this might be someone that you might have met within your work environment as well. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Hermit. So this is Virgo energy here. And to me, what I feel like is coming across primarily with this is we do see there's that picture of the woman on the desk there. So I feel like this is saying that they might have actually had strong feelings for you as well, but I feel like they just might not have been as openly expressive around those feelings as you were. So that could have been the main difference in the energy there. So I feel like this is saying, yeah, they probably had the same feelings, but just kept them more close to the chest. All right, present energy on your side, we have balance. So this is actually the equivalent of temperance in traditional tarot, which is actually the major arcana card for your sign. So you could just be saying that even if you do feel like maybe there's different ways that the two of you express yourselves, you just might feel like this person just brings an overall general good balance to you. You know, you might feel like you complement each other well. I feel like this is saying that you just feel a good mixture of passion and emotion within the connection. Right, present energy on their side, we have the Seven of Cups. So really what I get with this, I feel like this is again just saying that I feel like they're not as open and expressive with their feelings, right? So whereas you seem to be more transparent within the connection, it seems like this person seems to be a lot more secretive around their actual feelings. I mean, if we even think about the imagery with the mask there, right? Could just be saying that they show up. So I feel like you do pick up on the fact that they do feel those feelings for you because I feel like they're present, right? And they enjoy the time with you, but they just don't necessarily outwardly express it in the same way you do. All right, future energy on your side, we have innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that you're really going to just take that leap and really move forward in a connection with this person. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Devil. So really what I'm getting with this, if we look at the artwork here, right, usually there's more than one person on the Devil cards, but here we just see a feminine energy, and we see also the spotlight coming down on them, right? So I feel like this is saying that maybe that's part of their more negative trait, right? I don't think it's necessarily one that's going to pose a danger to the connection necessarily, but I feel like this is saying that their main thing is they might actually really like attention, you know? So I don't necessarily feel like they would want the attention from multiple people, but I do feel like that could be part of why they will withhold how they feel to you a little bit because they're like, oh, okay, well, if I'm not as clear with Sagittarius about how I'm feeling the way they are with me, then maybe that might make them work a little harder, right? So in a way, I would say that is a slightly negative trait, right? But I don't think they mean anything necessarily negative by it. It just feels like they just really like attention. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Six of Cups. So this could actually be someone that you might have had a past with because the artwork in this deck, we see the 4 cups on one side of that creek, and then we have 2 on the other. So it could just be saying that you might have actually spent some time apart from this person, and through doing so, you might have realized that, okay, actually, I'd rather be with this person, right, than without. So it could just be one of those things where you guys might have actually reconciled recently. Which makes sense as far as, I mean, at the time recording this, we're still just wrapping up that Mercury retrograde cycle, so could just be saying that maybe more recently you guys reconnected. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Ten of Cups. So yeah, to me, this is another indicator of what I was saying, that I do feel like their feelings truly are genuine, but they just might not express them in the most direct way, right? So for example, traditionally this would be seen as like a romantic type of thing to serenade someone or something like that, right? But it's just one of those things where they seem to not be direct with how they're feeling. So, like I said, I feel like you'll still feel the feelings from them just with the way you interact with them and being around them, but to get them to truly express it seems to be a bit more difficult. All right, now moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. And I'm going to be looking for unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. So we'll see what comes up. All right, got one there, and then we'll see what we get from them to you. Oh, I think one just flipped into the deck there. Hold on. Yep. All right. So let's see. On your side, we have rejection. Okay, it says, I'm uneasy about myself. I don't know if I can truly make you happy. So interesting message there, because the one thing that seemed pretty steady on your side is the confidence. Like I said, the balance, that's actually the major arcana card for your sign. So I feel like that shows confidence. And then the innocence, that fool energy, just being able to make that leap, right? I feel like this is saying for most of you, you're probably perfectly fine with expressing yourself. But I will say, like I said, because it seems like they aren't as quick to outwardly express how they feel toward you, that maybe could sow a little bit of doubt within you. Like, I don't know, they really feel the same. But from what I'm seeing from the spread, it looks like they do. Like I said, I feel like that could be their one like toxic trait, is that they just really like attention. So they're like, okay, the less that I reveal to them, the more they're more likely to express how they feel to me, you know. All right, and the card on their side we have is home. It says, you're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel that I'm right where I belong. So yeah, if nothing else, like I said, this definitely seems to align with what I'm feeling, which is that they do have the genuine feelings, but to get them to say those words to you, good luck, right? It's just one of those things where actually verbally expressing it, I feel like, is an area where they're lacking. All right. Lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. And I'm just looking for a single card here to wrap the reading up with. Oh, got one there. All right, so let's see. You guys got soulmates. There's the artwork, and the number is 41. Let's see what it says. Certainly sounds good on the surface, but let's see what the actual message is in the book. Okay, the relationship message says, consider love in the deepest sense. Love is so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate come to guide you home to the real you. So yeah, like I said, it seems like the feelings really are genuine on their side. It just seems like the actual verbal expression of it primarily seems to be the difficulty that this person has. But like I said, overall, looks like there's definitely good potential for this connection. So whatever resonates with you guys, we'll wrap up there. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.